Panic rush for medicines, even those that are exorbitantly priced and with little evidence to show they work. But how effective are these drugs? And when should they be used in COVID treatment? My colleague Sneha spoke to doctors and brought us this report.
Remdesivir, Tocilizumab, Favipiravir, Lopinavir, Ritonavir. Household names now in India as the country battles a ferocious second surge of COVID-19. But how effective are these medicines? Is the expensive Remdesivir a wonder drug for the new coronavirus? All of these drugs are being used to manage COVID-19 and not treat this infection. There is no cure for COVID-19. All of these drugs are repurposed drugs. By repurposed, it means that these are medicines that were developed to treat other infections, like Ebola, for example, or influenza, and have now been repurposed to manage COVID-19. They have to be given at a particular time. There is no one-size-fits-all when it comes to these drugs. Let's talk about Remdesivir first.
Remdesivir is an antiviral drug. Its action is to stop viral multiplication or replication. Previously, it was used in Ebola virus disease and hepatitis C as an experimental therapy. Even in COVID, it is an experimental drug and it should not be given in OPD patients. It is given in COVID patients who have a moderate disease and there is high risk of progression into severe disease.
Medical experts and the government advise judicious use of Remdesivir.
We are seeing how patients attendants are running from one place to another because of the shortage of this drug. I think it's my appeal for my fellow physicians and my colleagues that it please be used in the proper indications. As of now, it has been indicated to be used in patients of moderate disease and not in milder disease or in patients who are very severe.
There's growing consensus that this medicine is no magic bullet and that very little progress has been made in finding a cure for COVID.
We may use Remdesivir because we don't have a good antiviral drug. We have made major advances in the management of COVID in terms of vaccines, but we have not made any major advance in finding a very good antiviral drug.
Based on available evidence, the World Health Organization has said that Remdesivir is given to hospitalized patients and this doesn't really reduce mortality. Nor does it reduce hospitalization significantly or affect progression of the disease. Tocilizumab, a drug prescribed for rheumatoid arthritis, is now widely used in management of critical COVID patients. Experts, however, say it has little role in managing this infection. This drug too is out of stock in markets. Hydroxychloroquine and azithromycin don't have sufficient data to back their efficacy in COVID treatment either. Favipiravir, called Fabiflu by its commercial name, is too in short supply in Delhi and the National Capital Region. The government says it's being used because there is no other antiviral drug easily available. Plasma therapy is now believed to have limited role in managing the infection as well. In spite of growing clamor for expensive drugs and therapies, doctors say steroids like dexamethasone, a cheap drug available in India, work better. And that's why dexamethasone is included in the treatment protocol for COVID-19 patients in moderate to severe stages of illness, among other therapeutic measures. The government has made an attempt to allay all concerns and even address the misconceptions around these medicines. The message from the government is clear that doctors are in a position to use these medicines for patients of COVID-19 and use it at a particular time and particular stage of the infection. The government says that none of these medicines should be used by patients directly without advice from the government. With video journalist Krishan, Sneha Murdani in Delhi for India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.